841 days on Duolingo. You probably have seen videos on YouTube saying bad things about this app. So why do I still use it after so many years? Let's see why. Fun. That's pretty much it. I have fun playing this app. I like translating, I like the exercises, I like the layout, and let me just go deeper into this right now. So my language learning in a nutshell is immersion. I live in the language and life goes on endlessly. It's my behavior. I'm there all the time, so I'm always improving. Now, where Duolingo comes into play and where I think it really excels is especially when you don't know anything and you want to know a little bit. This is the window that Duolingo is good for me because to immerse myself into something, I need to have at least a couple, a tiny bit of vocabulary, a tiny bit of understanding of what's going on. It's like wanting to play poker, but before that, I need the cards. I need to have the cards. So Duolingo is really good for me to get those basic cards. So I just start doing Duolingo regularly every day, amongst other things, other behavior, but I'm going to be focusing on Duolingo right now. And I just build this basic understanding of the language structure. With that, I now have the minimum amount of things I need to immerse in the language. And then I arrive at the beginning of the long run, which is, I would say, a never-ending journey. It's a behavior, it's a lifestyle journey. You just bring the language to your life, and that's it. Now it's part of your life. You're always learning. Now, to get from nothing to this point where I can just keep on going, which is like the basics, Duolingo is really good at that. I continue using Duolingo all the time because I have a lot of fun with it, but I think it really excels at that, at building the basic understanding in the language. So with that, you can just keep on going, doing things you like in the language, and then it's the story just keeps on going. But this very first moment, I think Duolingo's great. I just have fun at that. Is it the only thing you're gonna be doing? No, of course not. You're learning a language to use the language, so you're gonna be applying the language in the real world, and that's the bulk, that's the thick of my learning, probably of your learning as well, is actually using the language. But Duolingo to me is also like a quick access to the language. I just want to grab my phone and have a quick access, quick contact with a language. So it's a micro habit throughout my days that in the long run just adds a lot. I learn vocabulary in a really entertaining way. Of course, there are many different courses on Duolingo. It depends on which one you're doing and the restriction of vocabulary. You won't have all vocabulary in existence on Duolingo, but you will get the structure. That's something. If you're doing a Duolingo course regularly, you're really doing it. You're actually really doing it. You're gonna understand the core structure of the language, and with that, you expand. So you're gonna be listening a lot. You're gonna be reading. You're gonna be doing everything you enjoy in the language. So that's pretty much language learning to me in a nutshell. That's what I like doing. That's basically how I do it. So again, is Duolingo the only one thing you're gonna be doing? No. You're gonna be doing everything else. So it's just one more thing you do. Do you have to do it? Of course not. There's not one tool you need. It's about your behavior of doing something with the language. So you don't like this app, you try anything else. I do everything. I'm always looking for things, different things to do, different apps. Depends. It also depends on the language, of course. Chinese and Asian languages with a different alphabet or writing system. You do other things to learn those because it's a totally different thing. It's also point of view. I'm more accustomed to European languages, and that kind of vocabulary. If you're Asian, you're probably, if you're Chinese, you're used to those kinds of writing systems, so you're gonna be doing, you're gonna have a different point of view. But yeah, this app is just gonna be one more thing you do. That's why I've been doing this for so long, because using the app, I mean, because I just have fun with it. It's just a little thing I do every now and then. Actually, do it every day, but I'm not that intense all the time. At times, I'm just doing a couple lessons a time to spend more time with it. And the bulk of the learning, which is surrounding myself by the language 24 hours, 7 days a week. It's my life. And so I find podcasts, I listen to different podcasts. I read a lot in the language. I do everything. I talk to people, I talk to myself. It's life. You're always learning. So that's how I look at Duolingo. Just one more fun thing I do. It's not the ultimate magical tool, or I don't think there is no tool like that. Spoiler alert. It's your behavior. What exactly you're doing, it's gonna be up to you. You're gonna be in contact with the language. Just like swimming, you wanna swim, you gotta be in the water. Now if you're gonna be in the pool, what kind of pool, or in the ocean, it's up to you. You gotta be in the water, so you gotta be in contact with the language. If you like one app or another app, if you like Anki, which is a very popular app, and see, I just never used Anki. I know it's something, I never even looked at it. So, and I hear a lot of good things about it. So you just see that people are different. You're gonna find your own ways. Okay. To me, Duolingo is fun. I like it. If you don't like it, it's fine. You're gonna be doing something else. Now, if you do like it, or if you do want to try it out for the first time, just understand that there's no magic. It's pure practice and effort, and that's how life goes. So that's pretty much about it. 1,841 days, 1,841 days on Duolingo. I have a lot of fun with it, and yeah, no magic thing. It's just doing it. So that's pretty much my view on this, and I just have a fun time with it. That's pretty much it. That's not the only one thing I do. I do all sorts of things. But Duolingo is something that I do regularly. In terms of apps, this is the one app that I use regularly. Other for the moment and for the longest time. Other than that, it's just gonna be every little thing I do in my life being immersed in the language. So I can't even name things because just random. I just listen a lot. I just read. I just do everything. I just talk to myself, talk to people. The one app I use and I've been using is Duolingo. Um, yeah, another thing I'd like to point out is diversity. I think diversifying what you do is great. So I'm always doing different things. So try different apps, try different things, try different approaches. You're gonna be experiencing more things, enriching your experience by being diverse in the things you do, and you will naturally start doing more the things that you enjoy the most and that are more effective to you. So okay, it's just a straightforward video on language learning and Duolingo. Keep on learning. You can do it. 2025, it's here. Thanks a lot for watching. Have a good time. See you in the next video.